The king of Kase Real Estate. Hi, Kevin.
What's up, bro? How are you?
I'm doing great. Happy Monday.
Yes, Monday, man.
I know you're slam busy. We've got so much to get to.
Let's do it.
But I'm really excited because I stumbled upon you with your videos that are so motivational and just encouraging. I love what you're doing.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
A lot of people don't know you, so I thought for starters, we would start with the things you don't know about Kevin.
Let's do it.
First thing you don't know, Kevin has a beautiful family.
Oh, look at that. That's official.
3 children.
That's awesome. Yes, that's my wife. That's my son, Kase, right there with the hat on. That's my middle daughter right there, Azella. And that's our little daughter. She's 20 months old. Her name is Seven. And then my oldest son, who is actually an agent with us as well. He's going to be 20 next month. Yes, I have a 20-year-old.
Kevin, how old are you?
I'm 38. So,
oh my God. You have all of this?
Yeah, being a junior in high school is a great time to start raising a family.
I heard about that. You were talking at a motivational real estate convention, and you said you dropped out of high school.
Yeah.
And now you're 38. You own your own brokerage. You're killing it down there, which we'll get to.
Thank you.
How did you overcome that?
Well, it took a long time. That's for sure. I mean, you know, it took 20 years. I think that's the first thing that I think it's important to know. Like, I didn't really start getting into a groove until 2012. So at that point, I had already been in the game for over a decade. You know, and that's the biggest thing I want to encourage people to think about as they venture into real estate is that it just takes time. This has an 85% failure rate, right? We know that 85% of people who get into real estate, by the time 18 months goes by, they're out. And I think a lot of that is because there's just a false sense of what it really takes. So the first thing is it just took time. It took a long time, but it was right after my dad passed away. I lost my best friend in summer 2011, and then my dad passed away in January 2012. And it was just kind of sitting in a dark space. Like, I was broke as a joke in every area, like mentally broke, physically broke, spiritually broke. My family was my wife and I were split up at the time, and I didn't have any money.
And what did you do in that point when you're at your lowest?
I got into gratitude. You know, I sat and I thought about what I did have to be grateful for. I was living in some random little apartment, and I was all by myself. And I was on my way to now being a father of 3 with 2 different moms, right? Mm-hmm. I'm like, am I a real estate agent or a rapper? You know, like what's my deal?
Were you also trying to be a rapper?
I probably could be a rapper.
I bet you could be a rapper.
I have bars. I have, but mainly writtens. But no, man, I was just in a really dark space, and I just kept looking though for what did I think my purpose was? What did I think my calling was? And fortunately, I had a coach who helped me navigate that. His name's Thatch Nguyen. And Thatch really kind of helped me figure out, like, all right, dude, what do you want to do? You know, when you're in a hole, you got to stop digging. So the past is the past. What do you want to do now? And I thought about, like, my 2 passions. I've always been passionate about real estate, and I've always been passionate about personal development and life coaching, which feels weird when you're going through a depression, but I mixed those 2 things together, and I was literally running on a treadmill, and I was thinking about my dad, and my dad's initials are Keven Stirdivant. We have the same name, and my firstborn son, Eli. And I just saw Kase, and I'm like, I'm going to mesh these 2 worlds together. It's really 3 worlds. It's real estate, personal development, and then my culture, where I come from. I come from skateboarding and like streetwear culture.
Yes.
I wanted to have a brand that really mixed all three of those passions of mine together.
And you do. You put your brand as just that. I would also say part of your brand is family, because family is so important.
Yes.
And put all those things together, and you stand out at a real estate convention because you're not in a suit. You're in like Nikes and a cap and army fatigues, and like you are you, but as an agent. And I think if anyone takes anything from today's talk, it should be how you didn't brand yourself, you just became yourself.
Yeah, and that's the big question, right? Like, I think, like, all right, did I have to wait 15 years before I started wearing, like, Jordans and Vans to appointments, you know? Or would that have worked in the very beginning? Like, here's what I tell my team, because the challenge now is I have people in our company who they're just getting started and they're dressed really, really casual. And I'm like, what you guys got to understand is it took 15 years to be able to wear shorts and Vans and a hat on an appointment. And so
don't wear shorts. And so you're saying don't do that to your team.
Look, here's what I'm saying. If you don't know what you're saying, which a lot of people don't, they're still trying to figure it out. You better at least look like you do. So that's my advice.
I love that.
New agents.
Well, and more, in case you didn't know, you are also a developer. You and your wife buy properties and design them. This house you bought for yourself, where is it?
So that's in Lake Arrowhead. That was on our vision board. We started that. We started visualizing a vacation home in summer of last year. And our vision was an A-frame with a view. And what we wrote down was that we would be able to buy it under $300,000, which is like pretty unheard of.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's a vision for sure.
Yes. So like you have to be specific, and so we're very specific with everything that we're manifesting, whether it's health goals or money goals or investment goals. And last summer we were in Big Bear looking at A-frames. We didn't really find anything, but we were posting that we were looking for them. Mm-hmm. Long story short, we ended up buying an A. Quincy Jones mid-century home in Fullerton instead as an investment.
Insane. We
flipped it. It was very successful. It got the cover of Atomic Ranch. And right when we received our money from that flip, I get a DM from this kid I didn't know. His name's Nick, and I didn't see it at first because we weren't friends.
Right.
But I randomly looked on the section on Insta where, you know, if you don't know people, and I saw this DM, and I clicked on it, and I felt so bad because there was like a long row.
Oh no, it was one of those long letters, and he's like,
and I'm like, oh my God, I haven't given homie any love. But the very bottom one said, I have an A-frame for you, and you could get it under 300. My wife and I were there.
So you and your wife believe in vision boards?
Oh man,
like
my
crazy.
wife was on my vision board. In 2004, I was going through some ish, and on my birthday, I was kind of going through a breakup in 2004, and then 5 days later, my mom was like, you know, you put cars on your vision board, you put vacations on your vision board, but your relationships are always a mess. Why don't you do that with your relationship? And I listened to her because moms know best. And long story short, I wrote out like 5 things that I wanted in my dream girl. And then I wrote down like 2 kind of celebrity names that I won't say here. And then,
could we guess the celebrity names? Because I could probably guess who you put down.
Who do you think? I'm
gonna guess that you put down John Legend's wife, Chrissy Teigen.
You know, no, but that Chrissy, I don't know if she was like huge at that time in 2004, but that is.
Oh yeah, no, she wasn't. No.
Yeah. I can't say. I can't say the names. But here's what's crazy. Let me see. A few days later, after making that vision board, I actually saw Alana on the cover of this magazine. and I had a huge crush on her. I knew her in 8th grade, and then my dad got out of prison, and I disappeared for like a decade. So I didn't see her since 8th grade. I randomly ran into her one time, like 7 years before. But long story short, I literally put Alana on a vision board probably around April 30th. And then on Cinco de Mayo, because she looked like these two names meshed together. Like,
that's crazy.
And then on Cinco de Mayo, 6 days later, I'm at some random party, and I'm walking out of the party all tipsy, and I'm like, Alana? Yeah.
And that was
I got the digits, and the rest is history.
The force is strong with this one. Also, you know, I want to cut to how you made Kase Real Estate stand out so well, because you're not only a motivational speaker, but you're also like a branding expert. You guys do incredible videos that you produce that are high quality content that you put up on. Here's the, you can all check out his personal Instagram. There's also Kase Real Estate's Instagram, 2 separate ones. But the videos, do you feel like the high quality on Instagram to stick?
I'm sorry, say that one more time?
Do you feel like a video has to be high quality for it to make an impact on Instagram?
No, you know, I mean, some of the most impactful videos that I've seen, it's just, I reposted something that I saw the other day, and this dude was just sharing this message. And so no, not at all. I don't think the videos have to be high quality in order to make an impact. But something's got to be high quality, right? Either the message is high quality, or the way it's filmed is high quality. We try to do a little bit of both, right?
Yeah.
So like KP and I, and this started with my brother back in the day. So my little brother started his own production company called Fadeaway Media. And before KP, my brother and I, back in the day, we were just like really trying to record anything we could and have it be different. So we try to do both. You know, we try to deliver quality content,
right?
But also a really quality message.
Is that a prerequisite for you in your office? Is that it has to be different? Because in our office, we strive to do things differently for real estate every day, because we feel like an industry that could be shooken up. I saw this video of yours, and I really liked what you did, and so we reached out to have you on the show. Is that something that is a mission of yours at Kase?
So I think specifically with Instagram, I do have to correct a lot of things if I'm being totally straight up within the dynamic of what I see that gets put out there. Because yes, I do believe that on social, on Instagram, it does have to have a visual, fresh, appealing aesthetic. You know what I mean? Like the music, it's meant to be a visual display of something. So we're very conscious of like putting things out that are eye-catching, that look good, whether it's a beautiful masterpiece or if it's a scraper or a home that just doesn't really look good. Just photograph the front door and like put a photo of it. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I love that. Well, let's go to our next segment, Coach Keven.
Let's go.
I'm gonna ask you quick fire questions and you give us quick answers, Coach Keven.
All right.
Okay, hold on one second. I gotta stop that video. There we go. Okay. So Brian, is it the secret to success?
One of them, mine for sure. Yeah, for sure. One of mine, without a doubt. Oh man, absolutely.
How old was this post when you said you were 772 days sober?
Holy crap, that's amazing. Probably about 2 years ago, because I'm coming up on 5 years next year.
That's incredible. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
The most successful real estate agents I know are sober. So
look, because this business makes you you feel like you need to escape sometimes. And what better way to escape than to black out, right?
Right.
And
it's 24 hours a day. It does not let up. So there's no Saturday, Sunday.
No, No, I have to be sober, man. I don't have a middle ground, and I'm not the type where like I can't be around it. Maybe in my first year, but like I actually enjoy being in an environment where people are doing their thing or whatever, because I start to feel like that. Like I have this thing that I've had since I was little, where I feel however the people are around me. It's really interesting. So when I'm at a party and people are drunk and I'm just sitting there with my water, I'm like, something in here? You know, I start to feel like that. Yeah.
Your ego is not your amigo.
No, man. The ego is definitely not your amigo. The ego is definitely, for me at least, saying you can't do this, or, you know, I just don't feel like my mind is usually working with me. It feels like it's usually working against me and I have to battle it.
Yeah, it sounds like you overcame a lot of crap in your 20s.
Oh, man.
A lot of personal trauma to get where you are. Do you own your own brokerage? Or is it under a banner?
Yes, so I own Kase. We became an independent brokerage last year.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Well,
we were with KW since 2011. Yeah, so
I love
think that platform, they kind of taught us to kind of run on our own. So
let's look at one of your properties that is for sale.
Sure.
All right. So tell us a little bit about this unique architectural masterpiece that you have currently listed, and the audience is going to guess the price at the end.
All right, sounds good. So that is an absolute work of art. That property is 2020 Donna in Laguna Beach. It was originally designed by one of Architectural Digest's top 100 globally. His name is Fred Gibbs, and he designed that in 1975. Fred Gibbs, he created the main beach in Laguna. So the lifeguard tower that you see, that whole vibe, that whole energy, Fred Gibbs is, I mean, he is an absolute just master at work. He passed away in 2008. And when the owners purchased this property, they hired another master architect named Anders Lassiter. And Anders came in and he designed the pool. There's a whole addition that comes with this property. Design plans that are truly incredible, and it's sitting on almost 5 acres. So
that's incredible. And so, if it's sitting on five acres, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms? We're gonna have the audience guess the price of this gorgeous home.
So it's really designed for a couple, because the property is really only 3 bedrooms, right? It's really designed as like an art piece in itself to live in. That's the garage right there, which opens up. So yeah, there's an abundance of outdoor space there. Very rarely are you going to see 5 ocean view acres available in Laguna Beach.
I mean, look at that lot. It's huge. So audience, you're going to guess the price in the comment section. Weigh in. Is it 5.995? Is it 6.5 million? Or is it $5 million? Can you guess the price? It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 3,000 square foot, and almost 5 acres in Laguna Beach, California. There is a slight delay.
What do they think? What do they think? How
What do you guys think? Guess the price.
Listing?
Kyle Wadi says 5
Kyle
million.
Wadi thinks it's number 3.
Darren Priest.
Darren coming in at 5.
Giselle's going with 5.995. H. Castillo, 6.5. Hux Hong, 1.
A lot of people are saying number 1.
Queen Tassine, number 1. 5.9. Lux Worlds usually gets it right. You want to reveal the price, Kevin?
Drum roll. The price of this property is $5,995,000. Yes.
Yes.
It is available. It is still active somehow, some way. I don't know how that thing is still available. It just got the cover of the Orange County Register last Sunday, so that was really cool.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well,
but hopefully it gets to 6.5. Absolutely.
You call real estate a roller coaster ride, so I thought a fun game would be for us to show you a high point in the last 2 months of your career, and
sure,
give us some real talk and tell us a low point that happened.
Okay.
High point, you're on the cover of the Orange County Register.
Yeah. Yeah, that was cool.
So that was August. What was a low point of August for you?
Low point of August. Low point of August. KP, help me out here. What's a low point of August, dude?
He's like, I have no low point.
Low. What's a low? What's a low? What's a low? I have a really hard. Huh?
So we just keep the vibe.
No, I can't think of anything off the top.
He has no low points, people.
No, I mean, look, it's every day. I'll be honest. It's every single day. There's a battle. Like there's a feeling of a struggle. I actually told my wife this the other day, and I just told her, I was like, man, you know what? I feel like I'm not having enough fun. I feel like because I set my goals so big on August 1st, I set a goal to sell 100 homes by the end of December. So we're talking like 25 deals a year. 25 deals a month, and that's a really big goal. And
in a pandemic.
The problem with that is, with goal setting in general, is it starts to kind of rob you of your experience of today because I'm so focused on this big number. So I would just simply say that my low point of August, but it ends up being a positive, is just an awareness that I haven't been grateful for what I have. And where that came from is setting these big, ridiculous goals. So we have to be careful to, yes, set huge, crazy goals, but also don't let that like rob you of your feeling of joy that today, where you're at and everything you have, whether you have $1 or $1 billion, like if you woke up today and you could breathe, life is good. So,
yes, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to our next segment, Tattoo Tell All. This is where you get a tattoo and tell us what it means. Do you have any tattoos?
Tattoo Tell All. That is a good one. Here's a good Tattoo Tell All.
I'm sure you do. Show us that, yes, Tattoo Tell All.
Here's a good Tattoo Tell All. This is a great one.
Well, I can't see it. Okay.
See, this is probably one of the best Tattoo Tell Alls right here. It says,
what does it say?
It says R-I-M-E.
Rhyme.
Yes.
Rhyme.
Yeah. All right. So here's the deal with this one. So basically, I was in a mastermind.
Oh no, you're frozen.
Group. How's that? Are you still frozen?
Yeah, you're frozen. Hold on.
Oh, damn it.
Oh no, I don't know what happened. You're frozen.
Now I'm good.
There you go. You're back.
Am I still frozen?
No, you're fine.
All right. So I was in a mastermind group, and the people in my mastermind group is my friend Rich, my friend Isabel, and my friend Mike, and my friend Enrique. And long story short, I had a goal to do 11 listing appointments in a week. And so I said, all right, dude, I'm going to do 11 listing appointments in a week. And if I don't, then I will eat a ghost chili pepper. Long story short, I hit my 11 appointments. And when I was talking to Rich and Isabel and Mike and Enrique, they said, well, was it 11 listing appointments? I'm like, no, I did 11. I did 10 listings, 1 buyer. And they're like, well, you said 11 listings. I'm like, oh, shit. All right, well, I'll do the ghost pepper. And so I started to call my friends and asking where I could find a ghost pepper. And a buddy of mine is like, hey, dude, like, why do you want to do that? And you really don't want to do that. And he sends me all these links to people eating ghost chili peppers, like ending up in the hospital, freaking out. So I told the group, I'm like, hey, look, like I got work tomorrow.
This group's intense.
What else can we do? Like, how about I eat a bite of cat food? And they're like, no, that's weak. And I'm like, all right, how about I get all of your initials tattooed on me? And they're like, all right. And so that's what that is.
Who's the group?
It's my mastermind group. It was so I had a coaching company like 2 years ago.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And so it was one of my coaching groups that I had. So like, when I do real estate, I don't coach right now outside of Kase, but for about 2 years, I had my own coaching company. And yeah, one of my coaching groups, like I play along with my groups. And so that's what happened. Yeah.
Miami Beach Real Estate, who was on the show last week, says, yes, Kevin's a legend.
That's my dude right there. That's my dude, Dan. He's the man.
I love Dan the man. Let's go to a property that you've sold. And
let's do it.
you're going to play a game with us called Over, Under, or Just Right, where you guess if he sold the property for over, under, or right on the money. Tell us about this property.
All right, so that property is a masterpiece. It was designed by an architect named Mark Singer. Mark Singer is regarded as really the godfather of modern architecture in Orange County. He's an absolute legend. He passed away not too long ago, and that is one of the only homes that Mark Singer designed in a community called Spyglass, which is in Corona del Mar. Corona del Mar is a section of Newport Beach, and it's about 6,000 square feet with beautiful ocean views, designed in 2006. Yeah.
I feel like I've been to charity events in Corona del Mar.
Probably.
Lots of
a lot of
charity
rich
events.
people with a lot of money that they need to put places.
Yes, lots of Save the Ocean charity events. We're playing Over, Under, or Just Right. Do you guys think he sold this property for over, under, or just right? The listing price was $4.995. With architecture pedigree, 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. Over asking all day, says Serge.
Yep.
Over, under, or just right, people?
Over, under, or just right? Over.
Over. Yes.
These people know how I do.
Way over, says Michael. The Michael Mina. Tell us a little bit about how. Reveal the answer for us, Kevin.
So we went way over. It was the biggest jump that I personally experienced in a while. It's one of the biggest jumps that we've seen just in Orange County real estate period in a while. Kyle's my assistant, by the way, who said under.
Kyle, you're fired.
You're fucking fired. Excuse me. We went $1 million over the list price.
Yeah, Kyle.
Ridiculous. We landed $1 million over. It was an insane experience. We definitely had that as an intention. There were
Did you underprice it?
Yeah, there were multiple people who were interviewed for that listing. Like when I got the listing, one of the biggest people I compete with a lot, his contract was on the table, and that is who the owner was planning on going with. And long story short, I basically said, listen, I'll get you to that number, or else I'm going to do my side for free. I will beat that number. But I believe there's a different way to do it, because with that price that they were originally suggesting, another agent was saying $5,995 and maybe land at $5,700, which I just think that's a horrible strategy. Like, I don't care if the property is $5 million or $500 or $50. I think that you basically have 60 days to find out what a property is truly worth. And my goal is to always create a new comp. Every single transaction, I want to create a new comp for the area. The comp had been set in that neighborhood at $5 million. So what's going to happen if we put a property, no matter how awesome it is, $1 million over the highest comp? It's going to sit. And so I encourage the owner to price just below the highest comp ever, and I will get it to the highest price possible. Was I nervous about going $1 million over the list price? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, I can't control what a buyer is willing to pay, but I can get them through the front door with my marketing and my promotion, and through negotiation, get it to the highest price possible.
That is so smart, Kevin, because a lot of agents tend to price stunt. They go super high because they know in 60 days and 90 days, we'll just drop the price. Because we've got the 6-month listing agreement. We've got this seller by the balls. So, but you're right about the 60-day window. Even with publicity for us on our end, promoting a house, those first 60 days are so crucial. So I agree with that completely.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, we've been talking for quite some time, Kevin. I was supposed to have you for only 15 minutes. I had you for over a half an hour.
Look at that. Look at that.
You have so much to say. I wish you all the best. You would keep killing it with Kase. One of my favorite things is your band. We didn't even get to play my game that I made for you called Home Alone 4. Kevin looks at listings.
That's funny.
But
next time.
We'll do that next time. Keep killing it with Kase. Here you are with your band. And thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you. Thanks,
Bye.
bro. Later.